Hello everyone and welcome to Be Embodied, and today we're going to go on a little vagal journey. So we're going to share a technique, or I'm going to share a technique with you that is good for releasing the vagus nerve and helping to restore balance, hopefully improving your posture a little bit, your breath, and it's a great chaos to calm technique. So whenever you feel the need to, whenever you feel tension, whenever you feel stress, and like you just need to come back to balance, come back to your center, it's a great little technique that you can perform within 1 or 2 minutes. That'll help you to do that, to return back to center and restore some harmony, sense of harmony. So we're going to do a couple of pre-tests before we actually do the vagus nerve release. And the pre-test is, well, the first one will be just checking your mobility, the head rotation. Okay? Because when we're stressed and we're in a state of fight or flight, we tend to go into this kind of like flexion pattern and fold inwards to protect our most visceral or vulnerable parts. And the vagus nerve branches out at the base of the brainstem. If you have this head forward posture, it kind of like compresses where it branches out in that area and reduces the blood flow. And you'll have tension in the trapezius as well, and kind of like hiding away like a turtle into a shell. So we're just going to check our head rotation and a couple of other subtleties, and then we'll do the technique and then come back to that. So to begin with, just turn your head to the right as far as you can comfortably go, tuning into how it feels, what's going on with the qualities of the movement, as well as how far you can go, and then coming back to center, and then slowly going to the left, tuning into the qualities. Does it feel stiff? Does it feel like the shoulders are tight or restricted? Then coming back to center, and then just taking a breath as well, just taking a breath and tuning into the quality of that. Does it feel easy? Does it feel restricted? So inhale. How far does it travel? Exhale. So tuning into those subtleties, and even the clavicles, where the clavicles feel they are sitting on the rib cage. Is it a little bit more V'd or is it a little bit more horizontal? And lastly, it's an opportunity to give yourself a shoulder massage, just grabbing or palpating rather the upper trapezius. So taking your hand and getting the shoulder muscle there that's closest to the neck, which is the upper trapezius, and giving it a feel. And what are the qualities of it? Does it feel tight? Does it feel restricted? What's going on there? And then other side. So already kick-starting with a bit of vagal maintenance by getting into the upper trapezius, which is cranial nerve 11, which is intimately linked to the vagus nerve. Okay? So just sitting for a moment, just tuning into all of those qualities or qualities within. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come lying, and I'm going to talk you through the basic technique. So you'll be lying on your back, knees bent, feet flat, lying on your back. And what you do now is you're just going to allow your head to relax into the earth. You're going to allow your shoulders to relax back into the mat. Feel the weight of your upper arms and lower arms on the floor. Let the pelvis just sink into the earth. Feel the feet connecting with the ground. Inhale. Exhale and allow yourself to just sink. Let the back body just let go and surrender into the earth. And let go of any tension in your jaw. Okay. I'm going to ask you now, I'm going to invite you to take your hands, interlace your fingers to the webbing, and then place your hands behind the base of your skull. Like so. Okay. And your elbows go out to the side. And again, just take a breath. Inhale and exhale, and just relaxing into this posture. Okay, just another moment here. Just making sure the shoulders are relaxed, the breath is relaxed. And then I want you to take a gaze, just look at a point straight ahead of you on the ceiling. A point of view straight ahead on the ceiling. And with your eyes, I'm going to ask you to take your eyes as far as they can comfortably go to the right. Without stressing them or straining them, just take them as far as they can comfortably go to the right. And hold your gaze there. That's without moving your head. Just let your eyes perform the movement. And when you're at a comfortable limit, just hold your gaze there for like 30 to 60 seconds. And what we're looking for is either a sigh, a swallow, or a yawn. These are autonomic responses governed by the vagus nerve. And it means it's doing something. It means that you're having some sort of release or reset for the vagus if you have a sigh, a swallow, or a yawn. So it could take 30 seconds, it could take up to a minute. And then after you've had that kind of response, take your eyes very slowly back to the center. Eyes very slowly back to the center. Close your eyes for a moment and take a breath. Inhale. Nice long exhalation. And then again, looking at that point on the ceiling in front of you. And then from there, moving your eyes, not your head, just take your eyes as far as you can comfortably go to the left. And then when you're at that comfortable limit without stressing or straining, just hold your gaze there for 30 to 60 seconds. And we're looking for those autonomic responses again, either a sigh, a swallow, or a yawn. It might even just be a big, deep breath. Or even just holding your eyes at the limit. What it does is it stretches the suboccipital muscles at the base of the skull that are connected to the eyes, and that stretch increases the blood flow to the brainstem anyway. So just performing the eye movement is good. And then once you've had some sort of vagal response or autonomic response, take your eyes back to center. And then you can just close your eyes, release the head, arms to the ground outside of the body, feet to the earth, mat width apart, and just relax for a few moments. Then I'm just going to invite you to just roll onto one side. So knees bent, feet flat, roll onto one side, and then slowly coming up. Head coming up last. And then what we do is we just tune in. We tune into how our shoulders feel, how the neck feels, how the top of the neck feels. We'll just go through those reference points one by one. So slowly turning your head as far as it can comfortably go to the right. How does that feel? What are the qualities like there? What's the limit like? And back to center. And then going the other way. Tuning into those subtleties. And then returning back to center. How does the back of the neck feel? Well, how does the side of the neck feel with the trapezius released? Do they feel a little bit longer? Individual results may vary. And the clavicles? How do the clavicles feel? Do they feel a bit more horizontal? A little bit less V'd? Like that V kind of shape that they can take sometimes when we're a bit more tense. And also the breath, tuning into the breath. So take a nice deep breath in. And then exhaling slow and steady. And tuning into the sensation of the breath. So hopefully sharing that technique has helped you feel a little bit more centered. one more thing to check, and I can't neglect you with this. It's the trapezius massage. So bring your hand and feeling the upper trapezius. And what's the quality of the upper trapezius like? And then the other side. Is it a little bit more malleable? Is there any kind of difference? I mean, all in all, it just feels like my shoulders are just a lot more relaxed on the rib cage. And I feel a little bit more kind of like centered. My sits bones feel a little bit more grounded as well. But like I said, individual results may vary. And like anything, it's a practice. It takes practice, and over time, it will become more effective. Okay. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon.